Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to this week's Whips, Bits and Chat. You've spotted something different, haven't you? Come on, let's go and see what I'm going to chat about today. Oh, and also chat about that. Okay, so before we get started today, some of this video has been recorded throughout the week, so there will be clothes hair changes and things like that. But I will try and write the day I recorded it on there so you know, but guaranteed I'm going to forget. We all know what I'm like. Right, okay, so first up today, of course, we have our video roundup. Now this, of course, is the videos that I put out this week. I thought there was more, but it turns out I haven't finished recording them and squishing them all, well, putting them all together yet. So you'll end up with them next week or the week after. Right, okay, so the first video out this week was a Happy Mail from Mrs. C Cottage. Can you spot something cute? No, because I've hidden it behind me. So if you want to go and see what that was, then jump up to this link here and click it now, go and have a watch, and then come back and see me later. Right, the next video up was a book review. Now this one was the One Skein Wonders, and it was edited by Judith Durrant and Eden Ekman. Now it's a collaboration of quite a few different creators that have all gone and popped in a pattern, and their details are all in the back of the book. So if there's one that you like more than others, it means you can run off and see if they've got any more, maybe on Ravelry or somewhere else. Then the last video was well, not the last, but the next video up was the Alpine Stitch. This was meant to be a short. I'd created it, so it was only a 20-odd second gap, not gap, but only ran for about 20 seconds. I uploaded it like I upload all of my videos on my main computer. There was no button that said short, and I didn't cotton on until after it had been uploaded. And then I thought, no, maybe it's just me being a bit daft. Maybe it auto does it because it's under like 30 seconds or something. So I left it and let it sort of come onto the channel. Yeah, that didn't work either now, did it? So I've now found out that I can only put shorts up if I use my tablet or my mobile phone. All of my shorts that I have created this week, there's 12 of them, that I was going to put out over the next couple of weeks, are all on my main computer. To get them onto my tablet, I'm going to have to play silly. Yeah, fill in the word. So I'm going to have to muck around a bit and see how I can do it, because my old method of sending it to myself on Facebook is not going to work because it degrades the video or it degrades the image. So yeah, I've got to think of another way. It's going to be a long-winded getting those shorts up, but I suppose once it's done, it's done. So yeah, the Alpine Stitch was a short. It didn't work. Then the next one, it was a short that worked, and this is how I know how to now do it again, because of course I've put up shorts in the past, but I've forgotten how to do it. So my next one was a little Liam ice skating dog, because he got to go and play on some really cool ice the other day, and underneath the ice it is solid ground. There might be a tiny little bit of a puddle, but we've had frozen frozen fields and things over here, and floods and things like that. So the flood waters have gone down. It's clean water. It's not sort of come up from the drains. It's clean water, but it's frozen. And my daughter had actually walked out first to a certain point, so she knew how far she could go, and then she checked the levels of the depth of the water and the thickness of the ice and all that sort of stuff. She's a proper overthinker for safety, but that's a good thing. So, and that video I'm going to pop up now for you in here. What's this? Come back! What's this? Come back! Now, this video of course has come out late today because I went out on Friday and Saturday. I was doing bits with the family and friends, so I didn't get around to recording it on a Friday as normal. I was going to just go live because I had promised it last week and hadn't got round to that either. But I realised that I actually have a prize draw that I've already recorded, so it was unfair to redo it live because I'd end up with a different winner, and I don't think that's fair when the name's already been picked. So now it's time for me to tell you, or show you I should say, the draw for the 1.9k subscriber giveaway. Let's see who won. I know, I'm chuffed, I'm happy. See you in a bit. Now it's time to do the draw for the 1.9k subscriber giveaway. Now, I tried to do it, of course, on the random comment picker. It was not playing, and luckily there aren't 50 million of you that have decided to join in on this one. So what I've done is I've popped all your names onto the spinning wheel app that I have here. Now I've gone through each comment individually, checking of course for the code word sunshine, because that was one of the things I asked you to do within the video, was put that in, so that I knew then that you wanted to be entered and just not talk, not just leave a comment, because some people like to leave comments but don't want to enter the competition. So by adding the word sunshine, I knew you wanted to join in. I have then gone through every single name to check that you are openly subscribed to the channel, and everybody else, and if you've done all that, because of course that's in the rules as well, your name is on here. Right, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, do I have to? There's loads of you, okay, there's just loads of you. Between 30 to 35. Right, so here we go. A time to spin, if I can get the thing to work. It's freezing on me. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Good luck everybody. Oh, oh, Ninja! Amigurumi Ninja! Oh my gosh! Congratulations, darling! I'm super celebrating for you and me because you're in the UK. Sweet! Right, so Ninja, make sure, of course, you pop a comment in the comment section down below, and that you fire me over that email or Facebook message. I normally say email, but I know her address, but I'm not sending it until she jumps through the hoops. So hurry up, woman, and jump through them hoops. Congratulations. Right, so now let's hop over to her comment and see what she said. Let's just scoot down. Where are you, Ninja? I know you're there. Might be a little while. I should have just typed her name in the search and it would have popped up. There we go. She says, woohoo, congratulations buddy on your 1.9k. I hate the sunshine. I'm not a lover of heat, but I love the rain. Well, I'd have to turn the yarn into aragurumi. Ooh, challenge is on, Ninja. Challenge is on. back to Sunday filming. Okay, so the next thing up is what have I been up to this week? Okay, I have been playing a lot of YouTube videos from other creators. Some of them I have been cheeky and put on ×2 because they speak a bit slower, and some of their videos are very relaxing, and they're the ones I normally like to listen to just before I go to bed. But I needed upbeat this week, and I needed stuff that was going to keep me going and keep me giggling. So I've put a couple of these creators on, and a different day has had a different creator, and they've been on this computer, and they've been on ×2 in some cases, or 1.5, depending on how fast they speak. So of course it keeps it upbeat. And I have been tackling this room, as you can see. Oh, the background here has changed. There is hand-dyed cotton there. That's all the stuff that was in the little cube that I'd rammed in before I changed the background. Yep, I said that around the right way as well. God. And so it's all hung up now, so you get to see it in all its glory rather than just the little ends. Now all of the yarn on there is also for sale, so if there's one that you like the look of, we go row 1, row 2 at the moment. Row 1, row 2, count it from the square top. Okay, so it's from Dory and then you count back that way, and so there's up to 7. It's either going to be row 1.7 or row, no, hold on, we'll do A and B. Yeah, A's the top, B's the bottom, and the number across. But basically, if you see one that you would like to purchase, then find me over an email. The email, of course, is in the description box down below. Now I've and then I will tell you what postage is, because that's the bit that's the stinger, is the postage if you're outside of the UK. I've got no control over that one. It is basically based on size and weight, not just one or the other. We're not that lucky. But yeah, what I will do is you tell me the yarns you'd like, I make the package up, and then I go to the post office, get it weighed, get the full price for it, and then I come back and tell you, and then it's up to you whether you carry on with the order or not. I'm not going to get upset. You just write greedy, put an extra word in there, greedy postal service, and then I will know that it's down to the post and not down to how much I charge, because you'll know that before I go post office. I'm not that daft. All the time anyway. Right, okay, now there is a video coming out on Monday for you that shows you pretty much how long it took. Well, the video is not that long, there's a lot of fast forwarding, and there's a lot of me moving a lot quicker on screen than what I managed in person. But there is a video coming out to you on Monday that shows you the background and how I put it together, and also all the oops. There was a lot of oops. I'm just going to put it like that, lots of oops. So the video should hopefully keep you entertained for 20 odd minutes or so. Okay, so I'm not going to spoil it too much. I'll just make you wait till tomorrow. Okay, so crochet related things that I have done this week. I'm working on a quiet project of my own, and I am definitely getting there, but I've got a while to go yet before I'm going to tell you all about it, because I've got an item of clothing to make. Oh, they take the longest. But yeah, so that won't be probably until next month, but I've done a couple of bits in regards to that, and I just needed a break, but I needed a mind reset. And as some of my older crazies know, there's only one thing that happens when I need a crazy braincraft reset. Poppies. Poppies, bobbies, poppies. Well, I picked up that stupidly small 2.5mm hook. Or was it a 2? I don't know. I picked up my small hook. I picked up a ball of red. I picked up a ball of black, and I started working on the poppy fronts. Now these are not finished because at this moment in time I'm just making them and bagging them in groups of how many I can get out of the ball of yarn. Now last year and the year before I managed to get 62 out of every 100 gram. This year I've gone down a hook size. That's why I was getting confused a few moments ago. I've gone down a hook size because I noticed that my tension has become looser over time. So down a hook size I go. And then I started making them, but I didn't watch my own video. This might sound daft to some of you, considering I've made far too many. What are we on? 2,600 of them. I should know the pattern by now. Really should. But I go back to the video each time I start the batch process again, just to remind myself of the pattern. But I didn't do it this time. I was like, well, I think I know it now. There goes the inside. Yeah, that's the black section. That's done. I know what I'm doing. But when it came to the second row of red, I changed things up a little. I've swapped some of the stitches around. So I'm going to have to do another video, a revised video for you guys and for me for next year if I do it again. I'll do a revised video at some point this year for you, because I've knocked off a couple of stitches. It might not sound a lot, but in the big scheme of things, if you decide that you want to help out or join in and make some of these for the Royal British Legion here in the UK, or Anzac Day over in Australia, or one of the celebrations over in America, or another country of course, or for an expat English expat community, you could do. And it would be really lovely if you joined me and made 100 grams worth or whatever scrap yarn you've got, made them up and then handed them over. It would be absolutely brilliant, especially if you sent me a photo so I could brag about you doing it as well. And so yeah, I will set to doing a revised poppy, because instead of getting 62 this year, I got 70 out of 100 gram ball, a whole extra 8. It might not sound like a lot, but when you make 1,000, that extra 8 goes a long way. I really don't think I will be knocking out 1,000 this year, because there's new rules. If I hand over 1,000, I'm classed as a mass producer, and new different regulations from just me being a bog standard crafter to me being a business apply. So I won't be doing 1,000, which is where I'm hoping you guys will join in, and a couple of you knock up 60 or 70, and we can add it to the channel tally instead of the poppy. My personal, it will be channel, so it'll be you guys as well. That would be absolutely amazing and a big fat dream of mine. And I've been running with that idea for a couple of years, mentioned it a couple of times, and a couple of you have also joined in previous years, that is. So at the moment I've got a bag of 70 poppy fronts and 70 leaves, and 60 of them are sewn together so that they now look like this. Now I won't be adding the brooch backs on. Normally I declare them, don't I, complete, but at the moment I'm not going to be adding the brooch backs on. I'm just going to make them to this point and put them back in the baggie, because they take up a lot less room. And then that bag will go back in the box under the table. Okay, so there's no running tally yet until I start sewing the brooch backs on later on in the year. That's when we'll get the running tally. You lot will get bored of it, but it will go a bit quicker because I'm doing all the work now and then not discussing it later. But because I haven't got a lot of crafting that I can tell you about, I can tell you I've done 1,000 poppies. But I've also been doing extras this week that's not totally crochet, but it's channel related. So come and see what I was whinging about earlier on in the week. So today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday evening and I'm on spinning duty. I've had some new cottons that have come through, so of course I need to hang them up ready to go for playing with dies. Now while I'm doing this, I'm also listening to another creator's live, but of course it's one from way back when, because I'm trying to help a fellow creator out with their watch time hours. So this next section, of course, is going to be nice and quiet. I'm going to shove some music over the top so that you've got something to look at while I get on. Now that was just hank one of a possible 20, but of course things don't always go to plan. So as I was hanking them up, I came across two that had mill knots in them. Now these are the knots that they put in at the mill, and you can get sometimes up to 3. If it's any more than that, then it normally goes in the bin for resale as like a mill end bag or something like that. So with that a leftover yarn, I redid it and I turned them into cute little minis. Oh, there we go. So here's my cute little minis. Now there's not 10 of them, there is 3, 6. I managed to get 9. I was really lucky on one of them. The knot came directly on a 10 gram, but the other ones didn't. Now some of these are 10 gram, some of them sneaked up to 11. I'm not going to pre-weigh them, just know that if you ever purchase minis, you may be lucky, you may get a couple of extra inches out of it or whatever, and you may get an extra gram. But yeah, so, and that's weighed prior to the bands being put on, so the little ties and stuff are extras in the weight, they don't count. Okay, so that's my little minis for that type of yarn. So that one I was hanking up, then not, yeah, hanking up was actually the 50 grams of 50/50, which is a fingering weight yarn. It wasn't the 100 grams of DK weight. That takes a bit longer, and I found more knots in those than so far in the other brand. So I've been quite lucky. I've got some new hanks to play with now. I've got some little mini hanks. I've got an idea what I want to do with them. I was thinking maybe an Easter set, but it would only be, there'd only be a few of those available. So if that's something that would interest you, make sure you leave me a message or drop me an email. You never know. You could turn around and say, do you know what, I would like a pack of 10 minis, and can I challenge you to these colourways? I'm up for anything at the moment, but of course once they are dyed up, they're done and dusted and gone. Hopefully I won't get any more, but we never know, do we, when it comes to hanking up the cottons. Right, so I think that's about it. I've talked your ear off long enough today. I will attempt a live at some point this week if I can find a slot to fit into, but if not, I will be over on V's live later on next week. And her channel name is Stills the Show Crochet and More. There will be a link down the bottom once she announces it. I can't pop it up there because I've run out of room. But hopefully I will see you over at V's. I might even annoy our OMG Granny Square, because I like to annoy the pair of them quite a lot. So keep an eye out on the YouTube streets. Right, I will see you all really soon. So please remember to stay chilled, stay happy, and keep crafting. Goodbye everybody.